Throughout the world, endangered species is a common problem. A species that is at risk for extinction is an endangered species. There are many factors that put a species at risk for extinction. Some of these factors are human activity, climate change, and predator-prey ratios. Two animals that are in danger of extinction are the clouded leopard and the red wolf. Around the world, there are only about 230 clouded leopards alive. These wildcats were illegally hunted down for their fur. Clouded leopards are also losing their habitat because the forests they live in are being cut down. The cutting down of forests is known as deforestation. However, another factor that is now contributing to the sparse amount of these creatures is the large amount that is raised in captivity. Although in captivity the clouded leopards tend to live longer, the success of reproduction for a leopard in captivity is 20%. In captivity, the males tend to kill the females during the mating process. Scientists have yet to figure out why, since the leopards are secretive during the process. When a species goes extinct, it not only affects that particular species, it also affects the entire ecosystem that it lives in. For example, when a primary consumer in a community is no longer present, the predator-prey ratio is drastically thrown off, which could eventually result in a loss of that ecosystem. Because of this natural consequence, the Endangered Species Act was made in 1973. This act provided for the conservation of ecosystems where endangered species inhabited. As a result of this act, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service was created. Red wolves remain to be one of the most endangered species on the planet. These animals nearly became extinct when they were viciously hunted down and their habitats were destroyed. In 1980, 17 wolves were captured to be bred in captivity. That same year, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service declared the red wolf an extinct species in the wild. In 1987, after successfully breeding the wolves, they were re-released into a 1.7 million acre forested territory in North Carolina. In 2003, throughout the United States, there are about 20 packs free-ranging. Since 2005, more than 100 red wolves were living on the land in North Carolina. Historically, red wolves were found throughout southern states from Florida to Texas. Luckily, there are many breeding facilities that provide newborn pups to the population. The newborn pups are placed with the wild mothers in a method called fostering. Even though they are not hunted anymore, the change in climate could affect the population in North Carolina. There are many foundations such as WWF, Greenpeace, and Defenders of Wildlife whose mission is to save endangered species. These foundations are funded by donations from citizens who believe in the foundation's goals. There are also other ways to help preserve endangered species. One of the most important things to do is to not waste. When habitats are torn down to make houses, many animals are not able to survive. Landowners can volunteer with land-preserving foundations in order to offset the damage they cause to the environment. Clouded leopards and red wolves are only 2 animals out of hundreds that are in need of saving. These animals can be saved by conserving land and supporting the many animal-saving foundations.